All right, guys. So I want to give you an update, like as we go, so you can see all those folders. They're clear. We start backing up, and you see the red. Every time you see the red, that's a bad sector. So, yeah, the drive is drive is degraded. It has problems. Right now, you don't see that many, but there was quite a few, prior to that. There you go. So this goes, now it's going to go very slowly. Yeah. You can see up here the speed, which is like nothing. It hits 0. You even hear the drive pretty much stop. Makes a little bit of a noise. Yeah, you hear that click there. So tries to read it, can't. So the software is going to just basically skip all the bad sectors to try to get through and just grab all the readable ones. So not bad, but not as good as expected. Sometimes you just get the, like a bad sectors where it's like the table of contents where everything is. And then with the RapidSpar, it skips all that and it just starts reading it directly. So in this case, we have that. That's why computers couldn't load up. But as we scan through, we also see bad sectors in there. Now, where all those bad sectors are, you might have a picture, and that picture is just not going to be visible. Hopefully, this is pictures. Because if you got pictures that are not readable, usually this is a photographer, so I don't know, you have 100 pictures, and 5 of them are not readable, you're probably still okay. Also, the way that we run this, the initial scan in this case here is run what's called balance mode. There's 3 modes. There's the balanced, there's skip bad sectors, and there's dig in to the bad sectors. So we start right in the middle. Usually you start in the middle and everything was green. Now it's going green all the time. So I guess it just hit like a rough patch, right? So you have those 3. So here we're going balanced. Once I get through the whole drive, now it's reading good. Once I get through the whole drive, got everything off of it, then we could run it's called dig bads. So dig bad sectors. It tries to reread them. So the difference there is in the skip bad, it hits a bad sector and it just goes to the next one. On the balance, I don't know the exact protocol for it, but it probably tries 2-3 times, whatever the setting is internally for the hardware and the software. And then the dig bad is just going to try to read. Now, when you got a drive that's degraded, now again, like I said, it's going green. If it kept giving me all that red, I would stop it, skip bad, meaning as soon as you hit a bad sector, go to the next, skip everything that's bad. That way you can grab everything that's good right off of the bat. Don't degrade the drive anymore, because within that process, the drive could just die. So you don't want to keep, digging on those sectors, trying to get it to read. So skip bads, run the whole thing. Then after whatever you got, you're safe. Then you can dig bad, and if the drive dies in the process, well, that's the end of that. But I'll shoot back over, and you could see, it's like a rough patch that it had. So you could see when it's reading fast, it's just moving. You see the difference there? And obviously up here you see the speed, and it's not dropping down, basically stopping. The clicking is stopped. So we're running smooth. So it's interesting in this scenario, when I was looking at these files, customer, was asking me how long is it going to take. And of course, one of the reasons why I got to hesitate, it could look great, right? Like initially it started off solid green like that. I could have said, well, it's 500 gigs. It's going to take, an hour and a half, but you never know. It runs into bad sectors, and then it just starts click, 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 and the next thing you know, the drive dies, and then now you got to call them back and say, no, it's not 2 hours, it's never. The drive died. So with this customer, she really dug in there, like, tell me. But it's funny how Sometimes you're like, yeah, it's probably going to be done in a couple hours, and then you look over. Actually, while I was speaking to the customer, I had no red. It was running. It started running pretty smooth. As soon as I hung up and I was gonna crank up the video, is when it started hitting all those rough patches. So, and that's usually how it goes. At least for me. I don't know. Maybe other people have better luck, but if I tell a customer if something's going smooth and like this is gonna be done by, I don't know, 6 o'clock, and it's like 4, and I'm wrapping it up. If I tell them, just come at 6, something will happen. I'll run into a monkey wrench or roadblock somewhere. So, I mean, every customer wants a little heads up, but I really hesitate to do that because I don't know if it puts a bad aura into the ethos or whatever. But many times that I've jumped the gun and say, yeah, it's gonna be ready. It doesn't. So I like to finish it, get it done, right? And when the fat lady sings, ready for pickup. And that's how it goes. So I'm going to let this keep running. Hopefully, should be good. And if I don't have a follow-up video, that means everything got recovered. If not, then I'll follow up. And that's what's going on right here, right now, at PC 911.